information that I'm reading is written by a woman named Rita Elkins, and she is she's an individual that wrote a book called the Herbal Emergency Guide. It may not be available anymore, simply because this came out during Y2K. So, but there are still some really good tools in here that you can use. Okay. And so, what if you cannot get to the Red Cross in the event of an emergency? Or what if you can't get to one of the emergency centers? And let's say you have experienced poisoning. The things that you need to have on you is bentonite clay or activated charcoal. Activated charcoal can be purchased in your typical herb shops. You need to have that on you. Also, you can also try burdock and milk thistle, artichoke. These are natural herbs. These are not herbs that are mixed with anything else. They will help to detoxify the body of poisonings. Sometimes if you look on Facebook, you may see that you shouldn't drink a certain type of water. Like I received a notification about a water that was called Dew that was being distributed in Nigeria, for example. And so how do you deal with poisoning if it occurs? And this, it could be food poisoning of any kind. You could go to a restaurant and something can happen to you. So this heavy metal poisoning, you need to think about yellow dock, having yellow dock on you to detoxify the body in the event of some sort of poisoning that could occur. If you or an individual that's near you go into shock, one of the things that you can do internally is have 1 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda in a quart of water. If you can get that individual to kind of drink this teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda in a quart of water every 15 minutes, that will help them deal with shock. So just to have you think about that. If you have issues like stomach aches, so let's say you're in a situation and you're not able to deal with the terrain, the environment, you'll need to consider having some peppermint oil on you, and also some ginger. These are things that you need to stock your cabinet with, to just have on your person in the event of an emergency where you can't get to the doctor or you can't leave your area. Have you some peppermint oil, or take ginger. Ginger is sold in capsules. Again, these things are sold in many of the herb shops. You can get some of these things in your GNC stores. Some of the pharmacies even sell some of this. So you need to, stock up on this stuff. If not for you, definitely for someone else that might be in need. And we're going to come right back and talk a little bit more about more herbs that might be helping you, and more different things to consider in the event of crisis. And again, my name is Laura Thompson, and I'm here to just talk about how you can be prepared, and ways that you can prepare yourself in the event of a crisis or a disaster. We'll be right back.